Today we're riding a completely new bike. We're going to do some deliveries on this, and we already have a delivery. $2? No way. This of course is an NC750X. This is my second NC750X. The prior one I had was a 6-speed manual. This is the DCT. That's why I'm curious to see how it does for food delivery, because of course it's an automatic. And it's similar to a lot of motorcycles, but Honda does the DCT thing. You can manually override it using these paddle shifters, but you have a drive and a sport mode here, which is different from the NC700 DCT I had, which only had a couple of modes. This one's got 3 modes for sport and a regular riding mode. The gas tank is fairly small. I believe it's only like 3 point something gallons. But it's a cool bike. It's got that ADV styling. Only thing is, like, a lot of the plastic is fading. You can see this top is kind of going towards the pink now. The previous bike I bought, the NC750, was mint. That thing was beautiful. Easy enough to kind of get in and out, but of course with the constant getting in and out of food delivery, you're not going to like it. Scooters are better for food delivery, no doubt. So put it in drive it. You see, you're ready to go. Just gonna do. Yeah, I think the handlebars bother me because I think this bike has been down. So I feel that this one is a little bit further out. So I think it's the fork, the triple trees that are a little. I can't really tell, but the handlebars definitely feel a little tweaked. We'll have to figure that out. It rides really nice. It's budget suspension. Everything about this bike is budget. I like that. I like bikes that are economical. They're oriented towards commuters who just want a simple bike. But really living with the NC, any NC, the 700 or 750, the best thing is how simple they are to actually do your own maintenance. I have never seen any other bike. I've had tons and I've ridden hundreds of thousands of miles, and I've never seen a bike quite as simple and easy to live with as this one. The V-Strop is a close one, but because of the valve adjustments on it and the more Tupperware, it's a little bit harder. The good thing about this is that it doesn't use any weird plastics. You don't have to remove a lot of things to get to what you need to. Alright, no need to drop into any gear to go around. So we're going to go here and fill up. I'm at the last bar. And now I have to remove this, unfortunately. All you do is turn it to the left, and voila. There we go. That's another bad thing about this bike. Very short, small tank. 3 gallons. Putting it on here, and then doing all of this. That's extremely annoying. So it is disappointing that it's 2.7 gallons. So put it in drive. And by the way, this bike does have quite a bit of pep. It's not fast, it's quick. It's agile. So we're just going to go do some deliveries on this. I'm curious to see how well she does. Every time I come to a stop, I go for the shifting. So it's got a couple features like traction control, which I didn't realize it had. I don't remember the other one that I had. Oh yeah, the NC750 didn't have traction control because I had a manual. So this DCT one has traction control, and it's got 2 levels of traction control. And you switch it on and off using that. That's like Honda's version of it. And you'll see a thing up there, and you basically, I don't know if it shows it right now. It's hard to see. This is a very difficult thing to see. But right there's a T. You can turn off. You can have 1 bar, 2 bars, or turn it off. So here we go. Put it in drive. You feel it go in. Push it again. Goes into sport mode, and then push and hold it. Sport 1, Sport 2, Sport 3, or regular drive. I just prefer regular drive. I think like having the complexities of like more modes, especially this bike is not like super fast. I have the engine light on. I stopped over there in the shade, turned it off, and I couldn't get it into drive. But it seems to be fine. But look at that, engine light just went on. What the hell? Did this guy sell me a faulty bike? You see that? The engine light is on. I checked the oil, it was fine. But $5 from Three Brothers. I think I'm gonna... Man, what the hell's happening? I checked it before I left. Yeah, you can go. You can go, buddy. These people. Alright. The only thing I did was put gas in it. Engine light disappeared. I don't know. I think it's something related with the DCT because it had like some sort of issue with the transmission. I couldn't get it into drive. But now it's gone. Like all the lights are gone. The hell? There's something up. Alright. I got the first delivery on the NC. It's not looking too good. It's not looking too good. This thing is behaving erratic. Could be that the battery's dead. Engine light just went back on. What on earth is going on? This is 1 mile for $9, which is really good, but of course I got the engine light on. Hi. So, got home. The bike is riding fine, except the motor light is on and it starts well. And when I went to pick up that delivery, it kind of hesitated to start. But oh, you see that? There's like a hesitation to start. And I wonder if all my issue is the battery terminal coming loose. I'm going to go check it out. I think I figured it out. The terminal on the bike, on the battery, was kind of loose. And now, it's gone. Look at that. Who knew? This happened on my NC700 as well. When I bought it from him, he sold it to me with the engine light on. He thought there was something wrong. And then I opened up the battery. And voila, it was just the battery terminal that was loose. Alright, we're going to pick up a $5 70 cents here from Subway. Yeah, I'm doing a lot of low deliveries, unfortunately. There's just not anything around. It's so quiet. I guess everybody's on vacation. This is a terrible shopping center. Okay, he's turning. Picking up a $7 from Chipotle. And I also have 2 pickups from DoorDash, but I think I'm going to cancel them because it was $8 for 2, and that's $4 per delivery. So, but if I can do them all, because it's so quiet, I'm just like interested in doing deliveries on this thing. Why are you going so slow? It's always once in a while you get one of these cars that doesn't know where it's at. I mean, you're going 17 miles per hour. So far I'm liking this bike for delivery. The automatic is just, it makes deliveries that you can concentrate on other stuff because you have to. Here's our Chipotle. Just came from the Chipotle order not available. What is that? It's like a big coconut. So the order is missing, not available, not in their system. So I didn't cancel my other delivery. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to shoot. It's much harder to turn on this thing than. I'm glad I didn't get run over there. I'm still like learning how to use this. Here's Cadoba, arrive. Alright, I got the order from Chick-fil-A. That took a while. Jesus, the camera. Such a terrible. Now I have to wrestle with the key. That's another thing that this bike should have by now, 2018. She should have keyless ignition. What? I'm delivering. What? Are you kidding? Am I really delivering right over here?
It's about 171 feet to your next turn.
No way. Am I delivering in here?
In 150 feet.
I think I'm delivering in here. Wait a minute. No way. Right in here? There's no way. I'm delivering right in here. That is insane. So I just went over there. And what is this? That was easy. I literally just could have walked over. That was that close. At a Subway for $8 for 1.6 miles. And I'm gonna go and get that. Normally I don't do that. You know, I try to like just do it all. Just do one at a time, but right now there's not much going on. DoorDash is already. You don't appear to be going that way. Man, they're so unforgiving. Dude, hang on a second. I just have 1 mile. I have to do this. It's like a 2-minute detour. Like, it takes off extremely smooth. Second gear, third, fourth, fifth. It leaves most cars behind. Got the delivery from Hip Hop. And it's right here. Usually I lose my cell signal right about here. I did take a break and I did some mountain biking just locally. The one thing that's strange is that the power delivery is kind of rough. It's on and off from the throttle. I don't think Honda did a good job with the fuel injection on this. And it's only for quick stop, stop and go type of riding. As soon as you're moving, it's fine, and the shifting it's very smooth. You can tell that it clunks into the next gear and everything. But I think I'm going to get a contract strike for being late to pick up. They always do that. If you're 10-15 minutes late, they always like dock you. Does this leave a door? Pick up at 7-Eleven, then I'll go and get the Hip Hop one. Getting on and off is a pain. So I try to pick up from Hip Hop, but it's not ready, and the 7-Eleven order, it's ice cream. So I'm gonna go ahead and go and deliver this first. Here's a nice feature. The hazards stay on when you turn off the bike. That's a really good feature. Now the ADV, it is nice. You can have hazards, but they only work if the bike is running. So if you're like running out, or let's say you have a mechanical issue, you turn on the hazards, but then when you turn off the bike, you lose the hazards. So it kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. I do like having hazards when I'm doing like a search for a house or something, but it would be nice if they stayed on when you turned off the bike. I was a little surprised. This bike needs keyless ignition. That would be a good feature to have on these type of bikes, because going from keyless to key, that's just another thing you have to carry with you. Once you go keyless, it's hard to go back, especially for this delivery game. Well guys, I am back in the garage and I made it just in time before the rain poured. Every time I've tried to do a full day of delivery, I've managed to get all wet. This time I got in before getting wet. Here is the NC750X, the DCT, no clutch. It works pretty well. It's got plenty of power. The issue is, for me, I don't have a rack for the rear, and the on and off of the seat is much harder than the ADV. The ADV150 is still the best for doing delivery. So I'm working on the bike. I solved the issue with the engine light. It was just a battery terminal. And now I have another problem. I thought, the handlebars feel weird. But what happened is, the previous owner actually dropped it. And I think what he did, he bent this side of the handlebar up. So I am going to buy a new handlebar because this is an odd position. I don't want to ride with my hand slightly down on one and slightly higher on another. The CVT transmission on that and the engine is much smoother than this. That actually feels like it's a multi-cylinder bike on how smooth it is. This one doesn't feel as smooth. And the CRF, of course, not as smooth. The smoothest, of course, is this, the Goldwing. But that's a beast. Definitely not a food delivery. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.